Always great to talk to the national championship coach, Rick Pitino. I just like saying that, Coach.
Well, it's nice to hear, Jerry.
Over and over again. All right, you have a busy afternoon at the KFC Yum Center. No dribbling basketballs in the background. How in the world are you going to sign 700 autographs?
I'm not sure. I'm just doing. They asked me if I would do it, and I guess we're buying the NCAA court. It's going to be released sometime in the near future, and we're going to have to sign a lot of pieces for that as well. So I've got a busy summer. Not only we've been doing individual instructions, Terry, and obviously we're doing some this afternoon, and so things look good. I like the guys. The guys came back with a great attitude. They're working real hard at their game, and we have a lot of improvements to make this summer. Can
you give people an idea of what they're going to see out of Mango? Because Gorgie's gone, and now he's sort of a mysterious guy we've seen for the last year.
Mango is sort of like a 6'10" version of Otis George. He's a shot blocker. He's a terrific athlete. He's a runner. He's got good size. He's a little bit more offensively talented than Otis George, but he's a 6'10" runner, the quickest guy in the team, including the guards. He's as fast as Peyton Siva is from line to line. Can block shots, can do things. A good athlete. He's not as talented or as gifted as Gorgie, but he's only a freshman also.
But he's been in there banging it for the last year with those guys, too, so you're able to know a lot about his game already.
Yeah, he's not going to start. More than likely, we're going to go with Montrez at the 5 spot, Shane at the 4, Luca Wayne at the 3, and then you have, the backcourt's wide open. They're probably Russ and Chris, or Russ and Terry, or Chris, and, it's going to be some kind. They're all going to play. They're all very, very. Rozier's very, very talented, and so is Anton, and so is Chris Jones, and of course Russ Smith, and Kevin will be coming back sometime in the future.
In this championship team, you were able to work with them with such great chemistry because there weren't egos about, well, I'm not starting, so I'm going to pout. You didn't go through any of those issues last year, did you?
No, an interesting thing about him, Montrezl Harrell, who was playing better than Shane most of the year, he could care less about starting. Luke Hancock, who probably was our best practice player, he didn't care about starting. They just care about playing and competing. That's all they care about, and winning. They had the right attitude, and they got the rewards because of their right attitude.
Shane Behannon, let's just take a minute to talk about him. We know how he finished out that championship game, the way he battled in there. You see him moving up more levels this season, right?
Well, Terry, Shane's biggest problem is he didn't work last summer. He really embraced the fact that they went to a Final Four, and he had a good freshman year. And that's what the sophomore jinx is all about. The sophomore jinx is you think you've arrived as a freshman, so you stop working at your game, and then you get caught not really playing well. It took him all the way until February before he started to come around. Well, he's vowed to me he won't let that happen again, that he's going to work summer and getting himself into great shape. He's not in great shape right now. I don't want to mislead you, but he's working toward that goal. Now, Montrezl Harrell, he's the opposite of the sophomore jinx. He is working his butt off. He has dominated the practices that we've had. He looks awesome right now.
Small town ethics, that's what that is.
Yep.
Coach, and then people want me to ask you about Russ. How's Russ feeling and about coming back and give us an update on him.
Russ is really excited. He's shown a lot of leadership. He's very excited about the season. Obviously, he wants to make himself a first-round draft pick, so he's working very, very hard on his consistent jump shot. He knows that he has to improve his assist-turnover ratio. At the pro level, Terry, they're very much into stats. Very much the young general managers in the league, they're very stat-conscious, and they want to see from a point guard a very good assist-turnover ratio, like 2.5, 3 to 1. They want to see good shot selection. They want to see high percentage shots. So he understands. He's been told the general manager's opinion on him, and he's going to change that opinion and really work toward not only creating another winning season for the Cardinals, but also on improving his statistical data, which is assist turnover ratio, and getting his 3-point shot up percentage-wise as well as his field goal percentage.
You got a lot of buddies in the NBA. What kind of buzz you getting on Gorgie and Peyton?
Peyton's had great workouts. Peyton will be drafted somewhere in the second round, but he's had great workouts. They're really bullish on what type of person he is, what type of player he is. Gorgie's had very good workouts as well. He's going in this week. He's got a lot of workouts, and Gorgie will be drafted somewhere, I think, between 12 and 22. You know, it's a big spread, but he's going to get drafted in the first round, and that's what's most important.
All right. And what do you make of Jason Kidd stepping right out of the locker room as a player and in as head coach at the Nets?
You know, it's funny. My wife she reads the New York Post. She's in New York right now, and she was telling me, boy, all the writers are pushing Jason Kidd. They're all pushing for him to go without any coaching experience right to the pros, and then he was suddenly named. And she called me this morning and said, well, the honeymoon's over. I said, what do you mean? He said, everybody's talking about his DUIs and the fact that he got 3 coaches fired, and now, and I said, boy, that changed in 24 hours, didn't it? And she said, yes. I said, well, the next day he'll get back to positive. So it's, you know, I think Jason's a lot like Mark Jackson. I think he's very cerebral, very smart point guard, and I think he'll be a good communicator with the guys, and I think he'll do a very good job because he'll surround himself with Lawrence Franks and guys who have been head coaches in the league. And so although he'll be very inexperienced in terms of running a practice, he'll surround himself with some experienced assistants, and I think he'll do a very good job.
How do you see this current NBA Finals playing out?
You know, I was just speaking with Russ about that before you called, and you know, it's funny because I think right now it's obviously advantage San Antonio, but LeBron is a young man with a lot of pride. Obviously, he's the best player in the league, and if he doesn't apply too much stress on himself tonight, I think he's going to have a monster game.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that, too. Last word on Coach Dan McDonnell's baseball team. You went in and talked to them, didn't you?
No, I didn't, Terry, but I am going to go out Monday and see them play. I'm going to go out and be there for the guys, and along with the other fans, we're going to go out. I've never been to Omaha in terms of seeing a World Series, so I'm looking forward to it. And, Terry, you know, this doesn't happen every day. You know, when you've got a football team that's the biggest underdog in bowl history, and they beat the heck out of Florida and pull off one of the big upsets in Sugar Bowl history, and then you have the women's basketball team go to the finals, the men's basketball team win a championship, and now the men's baseball team go to a World Series. This has been astonishing, to say the least. And for all Cardinal fans who support all the teams, it's just been a great, great year for us. We hope we can continue this run. And I know Tom Jurich, right now as an athletic director, is just looking in the mirror and saying, man, this is quite a year for everybody. And the one thing about Louisville Athletics is we all share in the success. You know, our fans, this is about Team Louisville, and we all share in the success, and we're very, very excited for each other, and I'm very, very excited for the baseball team and can't wait to see them in person.
Good deal. And the year's not even half over. And by the way, when you're at Omaha, when you're looking around there, that's what the Big 12 would have looked like, that sort of country, so you don't even have to worry about seeing that much in the future. Hey, bring back...
Omaha's a good city. I've been there many times. It's a good place, but I've never seen a baseball game.
All right, bring back some steaks. Throw them
all right, Terry.
See you, Coach. Have a good trip.
Take care. Thanks.